All right. All right. This is Easter. So happy
Happy Easter.
Easter blessings and
Yeah.
um, really the rising of the Christ consciousness within us and as us, and really stepping into a deeper mission of unconditional love and kindness and care for each other. So we just take a couple of breaths with that and just allowing our bodies to just gently come into a rhythmic flow of energy, information, and today, especially light. We're calling in for the light of creation, the light of love, and the light of our higher consciousness rising, guiding us. And with that, just bringing that all with a focus to our hearts, this beautiful interconnected web. And just feeling our feet on the ground with deep acknowledgement of the lineage of the ancestors in support of our journey forward. Very gently coming back into the space and just reorienting and just allowing what needs to, any information for the highest good of all to be here and to guide us forward. Awesome. All right. So let's just do a check-in and kind of see where you are and what you're feeling and how the house is feeling, and just get a sense of that.
Um, I'm feeling good. Um, I was invited to a art residency in Europe. I know
What?
that that was the woman. She's been trying to
Oh
get a
my gosh.
photograph of a passport or a driver's
So
license.
so when did that happen?
It was about a week ago. Um, so yeah, a friend of mine, she is an artist and she invited me and she ends up not being able to go. So I'm going on my own. Well, not on my own, but I'll be traveling alone. So I am going to do it.
That's exciting. Come on, that's
Yeah.
amazing.
Yeah, yeah. Um, I got a lot of good signs that, it was aligned with me right now. It's in
Hmm.
July. It's
Hmm.
2 weeks. And
Hmm.
it's very interesting because when I was reading it, I was thinking of you
Oh.
because there's going to be like, blessings for the earth,
Mm.
and there's going to be a shaman, and there's going to be, different nature and environmental activities
Mm.
related to the art. So I don't know, it was pretty cool.
Where is it?
It's in Italy.
Ah,
Oh, did I say that already? It's
I don't know what you mean.
it's in Puglia. Um, it's the boot,
Mhm.
like if you look at the map, it's the heel, the high heel.
I have to look at a map. I'm visual.
Yeah, okay. Well, anyway, yeah. So it's southern Italy.
Wow.
So there's going to be some pretty amazing artists there.
I just, as soon as you started talking, I just got this like, I saw the word free, like freedom,
Really?
like, yeah,
Really?
like,
Wow.
well, it just for me, like after kind of doing the work we've been doing, and you actually trying to dislodge your
Yeah.
energy from the space, it's almost like the universe came back around and said, it was like, I don't know the words, just like, something that you couldn't have necessarily expected, but it's a part of this freeing yourself from, taking you to new heights, taking you to a new energy, taking you to something that you don't know what happens from here, kind of a feeling, just like,
Yeah.
wow, I'm just amazed. Oh,
Yeah. Yeah. So um yeah, the registration and that whole thing has been challenging.
hmm
It's been challenging working with this woman. She's an artist. She's from I think she's from Ukraine. She lives here in LA. So I'll get to meet her next week because I'm going to um a gallery show of her work and my friend's work. I'm going to go with my friend.
hmm
She invited me to show us a couple of my pieces, but I don't know if I'm going to be actually prepared to do that because it kind of came up quick, and
hmm
I want to focus on getting a passport and getting a flight and
hmm
that kind of stuff.
hmm
Yeah. So yeah, it's like a kind of a risk that I've been praying that the universe would allow me to take, you know, because I'm not very good at risk taking. And yeah, so yes, so that's happening.
I think it's just like a really beautiful, like kind of first, like that's really cool what you just said, like just praying for this capacity to take a risk and to have that trust and to flow with that energy, which is really that's the release, the freedom I'm feeling. It's like just you get to um, participate in this cascading energy that's inviting. It's like it's inviting you like,
Yeah.
and I just, yeah.
Yeah, when I looked into what it was about and who was curating the program and so on, it was like, wow, this is fabulous. And what was really interesting was that I felt it aligned, it was sort of like brought me back to the quality of life that I was experiencing when I was in my art, because I think that, my whole career as a chef like diverted me away from that.
hmm
And I think I lost confidence in myself,
mm
but I was actually very much with very high quality artists.
mm
And so I kind of feel like I can relate to it.
hmm
Sort of like brought that aspect, you know, back,
mm
which was pretty amazing.
Like I'm gonna cry. This is like amazing.
I know.
I'm like, well, I'm feeling so elated for you. Like I just,
Oh, wow.
my whole body just feels like, what? This is like, I mean, this is the magic. Like you're back kind of in that magic and you get to kind of, yeah, I'm not gonna say more.
Yeah. Well, that's exactly what the description of the trip was
Oh.
about magic, like magic in nature. And yeah, so it should be I don't know exactly what to expect, but I don't know, happening. Yeah. So yeah.
So I,
Um
yeah.
So in the neighborhood, just on the another realm, I had a little bit of an encounter about a week or so ago, where I found a cigarette lighter on my front lawn. Not that I have lawn, my
Mhm.
front yard, and the kids' water balloons were there, and it kind of angered me, um, because it's, because of the safety of, fires and things like that. So I was pretty upset about that. Although my nature is to kind of not react, but I did go over to across the street, and I didn't get much satisfaction from the mom or support. Um, I didn't get much of anything really. And but since then things have been fairly quiet, and the people next door have moved, and the house isn't the house isn't sold yet,
Mhm.
but I anticipate whoever's gonna live there, we're gonna get to know each other pretty well, because we live real. I mean,
Mhm.
there is nothing between our spaces.
Mhm.
There's no space between
Mhm.
property. So I have a little bit of fear
Mhm.
that I'm trying to translate into trust. Um, that, whoever moves there, like right now, I can hear they have something on, and I guess the door is open. And my window is open right now, and my door is open right now. Um, but I don't usually hear anything from inside the house, because they usually have the doors shut.
The
And
people across the street, not the one to the side of you.
no, the people the side of me right now, they have the
I thought you said
real
they were gone.
they are, but the realtors put on, like,
Oh, okay.
so what I'm saying is that I can actually hear it,
Yeah.
but it's not loud. It's not
Mhm.
evasive. If I really don't want to hear it, I can shut the windows and doors. But that's how close it is. So anyway, I got myself a pot of red flowers, and I put them in front of the path,
Mhm.
the front door, the front gate. And yeah, I don't know, what else have I done? I wanted to know about the crystal, the large crystal.
Mhm.
Um, I have them sitting in front of me. Do they have to stay in the middle of the house? The crystal?
Um, no, I mean, some people don't have a way to put it in the middle. I mean, you just, I mean, at this point, like, see how I tell how things are moving is by your stories,
Okay.
especially at this point. And like for me, in listening, you can play with whatever you want to play with, because try moving it and see if it makes a difference or see if it changes something. And then you're going to go, oh, I want to put this back. It's really, I mean, to me, the stories that you're telling me are really indicative of exactly what I expect, but I don't know how it's going to show up. And, and in terms of you know, so in terms of the fear that about the next person next door, all you need to do is realign yourself with, whoa, look at how things are shifting. Look what's just happened. Look what I'm being invited to do. So it's kind of saying to your younger self, okay, I get you're nervous about this next person who's moving in, but let's just, hang together and as one, and let's watch, feels like things are moving forward, things are energetically supporting you, things, just so, and even the thing, like, yes, it doesn't mean things aren't going to happen, but the way that you respond and what happens by you just being yourself and sharing your truth, and like what you're saying to me is like things feel like they're quiet, so, or calm down. And so those are the things that I look for after a dowsing. I listen for the stories. What does it feel? How is it feeling? So I mean, to me, you got the person who was bothering you moving out, already gone, and things are changing.
Not completely, but he's pretty much gone.
Yeah. So, well, yeah,
He lives in the neighborhood and he comes back and makes noise, but yeah,
but
whatever.
somebody else is going to be coming in. So here's the thing, like, we don't want to clamp down on the universe and what it's doing, right?
Yeah.
It's like, and also for you, just if you can take a look at who you have been even a month or two ago, like like things are shifting, things are softening, things are, you've taken steps, nothing is, I mean, every once in a while there's like some major miracle that happens, but to me, the miracle is that course and going to France, because it's gifting, the movement is gifting you an opportunity to become more of who you are, and more of what brings you joy. And that was, remember, one of the major things. And, you know, to me, it's just to keep allowing that movement, and if something really seems like it's sticking, then to address it, but that things have come enough in alignment that it feels like, to me, you are really being supported, and even though you aren't clear about where you're moving to, you're actually moving, you're in the process of movement, and you're not going to be the same person. When was the last time you went abroad?
Very long time
Yeah,
ago.
exactly, right? You're never going to be the same person that you were when you left, and you're going to have more information, and I think the most important thing to me in terms of, what we've been doing is to set yourself on the song line of your heart, to set yourself going in a way that what brings you joy, and to feel safer and safer and safer, trusting that movement, trusting it. And then the house, will move with it, and I just really invite people, especially after kind of doing the major basis of the dowsing, is just to live with it, watch it, feel it, unless something's really, really sticking, um, to stay in contact, and then just let things for the next few months go, and we'll see what supports you. And also for you to, at this point, to really call in, um, to know that you are the infinite supply of the bounty you're looking for. Same thing for me. I'll tell you a little story. This was really amazing. So I've been working on publishing this book, and like I haven't really been doing a whole lot of work, enough to bring a flow of funds in. And I'm sitting here going like, okay, this is getting pretty itchy here, but I don't like lose it. I just go, okay, like let's go here, hello, um, and I had this realization 2 days ago, and I'll even go get this. It's right in the other room. I'll get there's a hold on one second, let me go get it. So just, I don't know, maybe a month or two ago, I was cleaning up something and I found this book, and I don't even know where the hardcover larger book is, but there's a book written by Aurelia Louise Jones called The Seven Sacred Flames. And it's a really, I mean, I used to carry it around like my little Bible. And it talks about all the different masters and teachers and their relationship and what they're bringing and who they are and their certain qualities, and really exquisite, and talks about the seven sacred flames that each one is connected to and what they, have you ever heard of that?
No.
Okay, it's really beautiful. But I don't know what happened to that because I was carrying it around for years. But this is just a little pamphlet, and it's called The Prayers to the Seven Sacred Flames. And the other day when I was having issues, I like kind of went like, oh, just open it up. And then there's this whole piece about talking about infinite supply. And I'll just read this to you because it's really quite beautiful. Beloved, mighty, victorious, I am presence. Beloved lords of manifestations, I call for the entire spirit of the Great White Brotherhood for your assistance in the release of the supply needed to fulfill my destiny here on earth with ease and grace and without financial limitations. Release, release, release your unlimited supply of money and every perfect gift into my life and into the lives of all those who are serving the light and fulfilling the divine plan on earth. And this is just something that always really touches me. I am the resurrection. This is so perfect for today. Hello. I didn't even realize that. I am. I am the resurrection and the life of my ever-present and increasing supply from the heart of God. I acknowledge my I am presence as the source, as my source for unlimited supply flowing through me in the service of the light. I am the master presence manifesting a constant flow of wealth into my life to produce the perfection needed to manifest my divine plan on earth in this life. I am the master presence directing and manifesting great abundance in my life, including all the money I will ever need from the great storehouses of heaven. I give thanks and praise God or Creator that I have it now, and that as I speak, my prayers are instantly answered. So be it, beloved, I am. So I had this realization that very trickily, I was still connected to the lack of not having it, right? We know this, we go through this a lot, right? And as soon as I just kind of sat with this and kind of read it and just kind of was with it, something shifted. And I went out to the ocean and I just started to feel all of a sudden the words bounty, beauty, bounty, and benevolence started I could feel it filling my cellular structure. And I walked home with it in this whole other different place. And I swear to God, I came home and like there were 3 calls waiting for me for clients and people and, and I feel like that's, the opportunity that we have and this, I am the resurrection and the life of my financial abundance. Can I be that? Can I absorb that? Can I, and so, how perfect for today. Yeah.
Sharon, that's a beautiful story. Yeah, that's a beautiful example.
Yes. So take that into your heart and know that that's really what, is happening here.
I was actually going to ask you the same thing about like prayers, like how do I pray? Who do I pray to? Maybe get a copy of that book.
Yeah, I'll send you a picture of
Okay.
it, and it's $7. It's Mount Shasta publishing, but yeah, that's a really great prayer book. I mean, it just really depends. I hang around a lot of Indigenous people, and I feel like I don't even know how to pray compared to them. It's like, where is that coming from? I think it's just, yeah. I mean, I get up every day and I just say, what, I mean, you can pray to the four directions. You can pray to, you know, Father Sun and Mother Moon, or, what's moving in you. Just, I mean, for you, I feel like your prayer is your art, right?
Mm.
You know? So, I think prayer is a really interesting and important piece. But I have a kind of a little issue when I'm praying. Um, I want to be praying in my joy of receiving the beauty, the abundance, and then there are other times where we're praying because we're in pain or we're hurting or we see our friends hurting or, there's this really beautiful thing coming up on Earth Day. And it's so funny. It's the first time I'm not involved in 3 years. It's called the Prayers of 22 Women.
Mm.
And they do it on Facebook. Well, actually, there's a Zoom room. And if you want to really experience prayer in the most amazing way. So and you can come in and go as you want. I mean, but there's 22 women praying, and usually there's like 30 or 40 people there, but it's just women. And it's been going for 2 years. And there was this call that happened a couple of years ago. They started off in Israel, actually, and it became this online thing that we've been involved in. And anybody can come and pray. But if you want to like really get a taste of prayer, it's amazing because it's the most sincere. And each person, and there's people from all over the world that offer like a 2-minute prayer. Some people sing their prayers, some people just share. And then Joan Henry, who's a really good friend of mine, she's a Cherokee woman. She opens the way and has the fire going. And it's happening at your time, 7 a.m. in the morning. But I can send you
Hey,
just hmm?
what is the date?
Tuesday. It happens every month on the 22nd.
Oh,
And you might just want to tune into it, even just for a few minutes to just kind of, you don't have to have your camera on or anything. You can just be listening and it might set your day off in a really beautiful way. And usually I'm on it. And this is the first time because there's a Wabanaki woman they're doing this 5-day prayer walk vigil for friendship and peace, and it's very tied to the movie I'm doing, and I really felt like I want to go, and so it's the first time I won't be on that call, but I'll just send it to you, and then you can just
yeah, thank
feel
you.
into it, and yeah,
I can
so
do that.
yeah, because I mean I feel like I'm doing the same thing. It's like I feel like I'm the worst prayer. Like you get on with all those women, I'm like, oh Jesus, I don't know how to pray. I think but it starts something moving in you. And it's really a sense of, and actually you do carry it because the level of devotion you carry in your heart is prayer, right? To me, right? So I've been kind of learning and trusting and going deeper with prayer. But the thing about abundance was really, really floored me because I could feel the difference, you know.
Mm.
And so to allow that stream to come through and then that passport will be easy and things will just, wow.
That would be nice. I was with this intention or this prayer for prayer. I came across a course on the daily Om. Are you
Oh, yeah.
familiar?
Mhm. I've been getting that there. I was getting their thing like every day for years, but I
Yeah,
stopped
and then I
getting.
stopped
Yeah,
and then
me
I
too. Yeah.
got it again. But there's a woman who is running a class on prayer. It's called the Neuroscience of Prayer. And it was very interesting to um, to read about what she had to say about how the brain, scientifically, they have researched that the brain, how do you say, receives the prayer and it changes the brain.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's totally get that.
Yeah.
I think I'll send you the prayers of 21 women just because it's sounds like it's very attuned to like going over to Europe. I mean, a lot of them are European women, and just having that sense of a natural praying from
Mhm.
being just from the indigenous point of, even though not everybody's indigenous by any means, but it'll kind of
Yeah, that'd be
give you
nice.
yeah, cool. Very neat. Well, I'm excited for you. I think it's what's happening is beautiful and
Thank you.
yeah, it feels really good to me.
Yeah, thank you.
So at this point, I mean, I feel like just let things keep going, and unless you come across something that you feel is, you know, something is rattling you or something, but I would just like keep really going with the flow, like let it, to me it's things are flowing forward and are giving you the things that you actually asked for in the beginning through that opening, and not to worry about your house, and to keep going with what's happening.
Okay. All right, that sounds good.
Yeah, and if something comes up, just let me know. But and we'll just stay in touch. But I just feel like, so you're going July. July
5th.
5th. Okay. So this is coming towards the end of April. Yeah. So we can check in again in a couple of weeks and just see how things are, unless something's really bugging you. And
Okay.
for now, anyway,
All right, that sounds good.
play with the abundance thing.
Okay.
So why?
All right. Thank you so much.
It's really good to see you. And sorry have not been available. Earth Day, the book gets published, and I mean, I actually have a copy here, and it's
That's so exciting.
beautiful, and it's taken a lot. And it took me, I was so crunched down. It took me, like, it's actually took an acupuncture appointment about 4 days after I knew we were done, and I was still like, screaming.
Really?
Yeah, I was really having a hard time. Well, I think I've been holding 6 people for 5 years to write this book. And when it finally released and it was done, like my body didn't know what to do. It
Wow.
was just, and the last few weeks were so intense I'm not a detail, or I haven't been in the past a detail person. And the details were just like, I mean, hundreds of details. And I was just like staying up for 10 hours a day, and just, it just was so much. So, I get to kind of,
Only imagine.
yeah. So, yeah, we'll
Yeah.
see.
What's that?
We'll see. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll
It's
see.
actually a beautiful book. Yeah. So,
Wow.
yeah. Yeah. I'll see what goes.
Is it out yet?
So you can purchase, I mean, you can if you're a person who likes to read Kindle or online, you can purchase the ebook now, and but it won't be in your email box until 2 more days. And in 2 more days, you can purchase um the book on
Okay.
Amazon. Yeah,
Okay.
the full colored book. Yeah. So
Paperback.
mhm, yeah, yeah. But it's full color, and which is kind of neat. And yeah,
Well, I look forward to
thank you.
that in my email.
Cool. All right, I'm here. Stay in
right.
touch. Big love to you. I'm really happy for you. I'll send you this and really just stick with it. And I'll send you, I'll just shoot you over a picture of this book and you can check it out. Great,
Okay,
great book. I love it.
Tuesday prayer meeting.
And the Tuesday prayer meeting. I'll do it right now.
All right, beautiful. Well, have a beautiful day.
You too, sweetie. Bye. Let me know how it's going.
I will.
Okay. All right.
Take
Bye.
care.